There we go. '03, test man got paid. For whatever. Anyway, Coach Gavin's here with a very special edition. And we're going to talk into the nut. Cause, well, can't you see the resemblance? Anyway, no. Coach Gavin's being foolish. But this here ain't foolish. So we're just going to talk into the nut. Because this here nut can be unscrewed and can be screwed down. And if you screwed it too tight, because I've done this before, it will actually mechanically, because the pitch is screws, push through the end of this here nut. Then you will have ruined the effect and what the nut was used for. Anyway, so Coach Kevin was here today about the thing. The thing. It has to do, well, hell, I thought I saw the word face right there. No, it's legal. You put it over your face. The face is the race. This here, men big as tree trunks. They say, think was still legal? Something like that. And Coach Kevin say, do while you can. While you still can. We need a one eye after all that. Anyway, why am I here? Well, cause I sort of resemble almost getting that way because of the loss of tissue and the issue in my face. I'm starting to get that, the Fishie face, the old Zimbadik face. Nah, there's lots of people out here talking about this here stuff. And Coach Kevin just want to be straight and honest with you about what I see. And what I see is i.e.i.eio. And I thought it was i.e.a.k.a. And then after some little research, I found out that the stuff this is real science. Now, we got this here GOPZO stuff in our gut. And, it tells us, it says, the brain, we don't have enough to eat down here. I guess it's some of your gut flora, one of them sterile things that does something. And it says, brain, stop eating. And, some people just don't have the thing where the brain says, stop eating. It just eats because, well, when you're distraught, one of the best ways that some people deal with stuff is eating. Well, we had to have something to stop that feeling. Cause what it is. It's evolutionary. It's a thing that tells you because you ain't got enough sense to stop eating and know when to eat. Because we just critters with a consciousness somewhere. Anyway, the Ozempic face, it does that. And Coach Kevin just said, yeah, that's just Fishie face. Them Fishie face people. But the science behind it is they found a creature that has a cousin to our gut flora or whatever it is. The stuff that goes in there and it does what it does and says, brain, you need to stop eating. Well, there's other creatures out there that's got the same thing going on, which really shouldn't, confuse her at all because, we are from this here planet. But what it was, 320, honey, is the honey pot. This here stuff seems to make a lot of money because it was using for one thing and, well, they found out it would work for something else. And what it had to do is like an appetite. It wasn't seemed to me an appetite suppressant without the suppressant thing. I mean, it suppressed it, but it didn't. You wasn't on the speed. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing something yesterday and I tore my old shoulder blade off. Back in the day, well, they still do it, which is a real shame. People would do stuff to make them go fast, and they would not be hungry. Well, that was like artificial. And what we was trying to mimic with the PZOs or whatever was what's in the gut. Well, hell, they found it in this here lizard. And that's what Coach Cappy did not understand. Hell, I thought they was ichthy faces. Don't I look good? Yes, I am a fish. My father is Neptune. My mother is, well, she used to be Poseidon, but now she's, never mind. The nut, we must speak into the nut, because the nut's about your gut. And the thing was, they found it in the Gila monster. Or is it the Gila monster? They found this here peptide thing, whatever it is that sends a signal to your brain that says, stop your eating, sucker. They found it in the lizard, and the Gila monster, or the Gila monster, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, they found it in its venom. Yeah, well, what you'd expect? They found it in the venom. And when you look at all these here people that take this here stuff, you can tell it's venomous. Something like that. Anyway, So instead of being snake people, they're reptilians. And people, I hear the David Icke. I guess he was a fish person. No, whatever it was. I think we had to get rid of some stuff in the aquarium one time with that name. And what it was these here people take this here stuff, and it works like what's in your own body. But it tells the body not to eat. Well, having a speed effect, I guess. We know what you want to get rid of that. You don't want any drug effects in people after all. You just want them to, turn into what they actually are. And apparently this is stuff, because Coach Catfish, I'm just taking this on what I see with my own eyeballs. And when it goes into the eyeballs and comes out here, I'm not sure if it has anything to do with each other. God, we are nut. I mean, we're talking to the nut after all. But these people, so what Coach Catfish has understood, since this thing comes from the lizard, I think these people, the DNA, it's like the C-19 thing, the Corvette 19, whatever that stuff was for the poke or the joke or the poke. And, after you took it, it incorporated its stuff into genetics and expressed itself in various other types of death. Anyway, and what Coach Catfish realized and found out about this here stuff, well, hell, people's going blind and their guts is dying and stuff. And what you realize is that lizard, he only eats once every month or once every 6 weeks or something. And that's why he looks like he do. He doesn't enjoy his food at all. And people isn't getting themselves some of this here venom. And it goes in them, and their gut is not designed to shut down for the number of weeks necessary to not starve to death. Anyway, we putting the stuff from a lizard, synthesized pharmaceutically, and put it in people, and they start to look like lizards. Coach Catfish growed up in the deep south, and what I had noticed after a while, because a lot of people eated the pig, the swine back in the day. Well, I guess they still do. And after a while, you start seeing their noses. They get their noses, and they have like a jowl. And well, anyway, I'm not interrogating something, but well, hell, I've seen it with my own eyes. And then there's other things. Did not we have an opioid crisis from these same people? The same people they're just doing this here stuff. Science is wonderful, especially when it's associated with which doctor. Which one? Or is it which doctor? Because Kevin's out of him. What can you say? Hey. And then praise the it's preparation day.